Hello there, and welcome back to Sunday Driver with the game SnowRunner, as well as the map Wonderland um, by Mikey Z or Mikey SnowRunner, uh, however, however you like to see it. Um, yes, yes, we're back on the Wonderland, ready to hopefully finish the map this time, and then we can move on to the next one. Um, we have been suggested to move on to Friends Across Borders, I believe, was the map name. So we'll be moving on to that probably after this episode, more than likely. At least I hope, anyway. Move on to your new one. Your new one sounds good. So, um, since you said it's been updated with all the most recent of stuffs, and you're one of your most recent ones, I guess. Uh, However you like to say it. Anyway, let's start. His truck was starting up, and he's like, "Ah, oh fuck, what the hell?" Uh, by the way, a few things before we start here. So first of all, if you see any graphical glitches on screen, it's because I have a failing graphics card. I have to mention it for pretty much every episode of anything, damn near anymore these days. It's not. It's not to elicit sympathy or to try and get somebody to donate to me. I don't even have a donation page, all right, or anything like that. To donate to me or anything like that to buy me a new graphics card. I'll figure that stuff out myself. But yeah, I have a failing graphics card, so as a warning that you may see some graphical oddities or some graphical glitches and stuff like that. First of all, and second of all, if you hear the audio cut out like this, just like that, the audio cuts out. It's because I have to Alt Tab to check the time on my video recording software so that I don't go over 2 hours, so that I'm still able to upload this to Rumble because Rumble has um, a gigabyte limit of 15, so for video size. So it makes it. We're gonna head out here. I need to go get service spare parts, cargo container, short logs. Okay, but yet over 2 hours, and that makes it so that I can't upload it to Rumble, so I can only do 2 hours. Um, you'll also notice too um, that sometimes I'll randomly drift left with vehicles. Like I meant like driving, not actually drifting, but you'll notice that I'll go left a lot of the time. It's just because I have a controller that's going left, unfortunately. I'll get one new someday. Yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and head on out and get that cargo container and that service spare part. Um, I don't know if you can get service spare parts here. I'm not sure. Let's see though. Hopefully I didn't pass the entrance. Oop. No. It's still got a ways. But yes, oh, I almost forgot too. If you would like to know the details of the map, um, um, the the map or mod author, however you like to say it, as well as their donation page and all of that good stuff, um, the map details, where you can download it if you choose to download it manually and install it manually, not through the games or not through the in-game mod manager. All that is in the description section, so be sure to check that out if you wish to know anything about this map or want to know where to download it or who to go to, who to donate to, things like that. They have a ton, or this person has a ton of mods or ton of maps. I would say probably by now, huh? Got a lot of maps going on. Uh, a lot of them with different styles too. So you can expect a lot of diversity if you like that. A lot of diversity in your maps from this particular map maker. So. And as well as if you hear me criticizing the map or anything like that, making criticisms, stuff like that, um, is pretty much agreed upon. That's all it is. It's just a bit of criticism, a bit of suggestion, nothing super serious because here um, we don't like to of demand stuff of free content. So service spare part. How much is this? Oversized cargo. No, cargo container I wanted. So cargo container. I'm gonna put the service spare part, the cargo container. I thought it'd be oversized cargo, but no, it's cargo container. Okay. One each of those, and then one of short log. Now where are we delivering this to? I do not want to go the wrong direction. Uh, property stocking up, or property stocking unload. Okay. There's actually a truck up here we could grab. We could probably grab those short logs with. If it has fuel. I don't know if I stole the fuel out of it or anything. But yeah, just so we don't like to demand people do stuff. We give them suggestions, we give them criticisms, we don't. That goes for anybody though. That's not just this particular person. Just because you know, mods are. I talk about this every time. Mods are free content. Um, it's okay to criticize, and it's okay to downvote, and it's okay to not like something. That's fine and dandy. It's when you start demanding that somebody who makes free content is when you start demanding that they do something or change something, whatever. It might be you're like, I'm not gonna ever play I'm not gonna play your maps ever again if you don't change this. It's just like, okay. That's what I'd say. If somebody went, I'm gonna unsubscribe from your channel and never watch a single one of your videos ever again. If you don't do what I want, I'd be like, alright. Okay, see you later. Not gonna bother me none. Have you seen my subscriber numbers? Actually, that's probably my subscriber numbers when subscriber numbers should matter more to me. Um, at the early stages of my YouTube career. But I don't look at it that way. I don't look at the numbers. I mean, I do, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. We got some more subscribers and stuff like that. But that's not my overall goal. My overall goal is just to share my passion and love for video games and the different games we play, doing playthroughs because YouTube, it's under my opinion. This is just my opinion that a lot of YouTubers have gone the way of super short content, super short videos and stuff like that, which that's fine. But yeah, super short content with only like little sneak peeks, snippets. Like they do several hours, even days even. I know I've watched a few YouTubers that oh, I do not like this hill. I hate it. I hate it here. Um, I've watched a few YouTubers and these are very popular YouTubers, millions upon millions of subscribers, so it works. Oh, this is not gonna be good. I got an idea. I have an idea. I'm gonna end up tipping this thing if I don't do something different. But yeah, millions and millions of subscribers, so it works. It's just, I do not like that type of content. Well, I mean, it's entertaining and whatnot, but it's not my personal fan. A lot of the times when I'm watching somebody play a game, I want to watch them play a game, with some commentary. I do not want to watch little snippets. Oh, this is not good. Ah, here we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah. There's you. We're high centered there, buddy. Thought if I backed the trailer down the hill, I'd keep it from tipping. Which, has kind of worked. I'm very, very high centered on the hill. I'd be stuck going the other direction. Anyway, sorry about your mailbox or your for sale sign. Oh, I'm for sale and there's no house down here. Oh, the other is. Never mind. I correct my statement immediately. There's a house down here. Okay. Here we go, here we go, here we go. No, I would never do this in real life, by the way. Backing down a hill with a load. Never, never do that. I happen to know from a certain experience I wasn't trying to back down the hill. That was not my intention, but that's how it ended up, and it was a very, very bad day for me. A very scary day, I should say. I stalled out on a very, very steep hill. I'd say a hill like this. Definitely was a hill kind of like this. I had a full 100,000 pounds worth of logs, and I got right to this point, and then the truck stalled. I was still early in my experience of how to drive a truck through the hills with fully loaded logs. I was still new to the experience that day. I think it was maybe my like fourth day at work. Before then, I just had experience driving on the interstates and highways and stuff. Yeah, I had stalled, and the vehicle started going backwards like this. I hit the brakes to stop it right as it started to roll backwards. The airline broke on the truck, so I had no brakes, and it was the older style of trailer brakes, where when you lose all your air, you lose your brakes. That's it. There's no automatic lock that locks the brakes in place with that air. It was an older trailer that once it ran out of air, you didn't have brakes. That was it. It was free rolling, so it pulled me down the hill backwards. I tried to put it, or I had it in gear, obviously. I let it on the clutch to try and stop it. That didn't stop it, so I just pushed it in the clutch too, so I didn't ruin the transmission. But I just gave it a shot once I hit the brakes and it didn't stop it. I'm like, okay, let out on the clutch. No, okay, push in the clutch. It was not a good day. I ended up cracking one of the leaf spring sets on the passenger side of the trailer. Um, I tried my absolute best to keep that trailer in the middle of the road because the ditches were so steep. Once I hit the bottom of the hill, that's when the leaf spring broke, and then the whole trailer kinked. The whole trailer just automatically steered itself because the leaf spring was broken, the bolts were broken. the whole axle just steered the whole trailer off to the side. It was not a good day. Had to wait for 3 days for that truck to be fixed. What they had to do was they had to go in with the truck, they had to put the trailer. They put the trailer on its own set of wheels or something like that just to get it out of the area, um, so that they could work on it. Which basically just held up the one side of the axle. It's kind of like a dolly, I guess. This is just what I was told. I didn't see it actually, but yeah, it was not a fun day. And that's when I learned real quick that you don't stall on them hills. You gotta, when you're driving empty, what you do, if you don't know a route, you drive it empty the first time, and you figure out, or you kind of just guess just based off experience or whatever, what kind of gear you need to be in to climb those hills, because you can't climb them real fast, obviously. You're going at max maybe 5 mile an hour, things like that. So short logs. That's precisely why you left this here, isn't it? So you could do this one mission easily. I thank you for that. Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? That's definitely not the way. Oh, there's a way out of here. Ah, there it is. It's over this way. Oh, I'm an idiot. Needed to look first. This thing does not have the fuel. We might be coming over here with that other truck. I am not a fan of this thing, though. Does not look like a good time. This thing has no suspension. Other than the rotating axles. That's about it. It's just like a tractor. Alrighty. Sorry, I see my disk activity light go to the moon. So I had to check, make sure everything was still recording and whatnot. Alright, autosave lag. That autosave lag, I think, is probably caused by my graphics card, to be honest. I mean, if my graphics card can cause my entire PC to lag when opening up a game by maxing the disk out before it finally starts kicking into action. My graphics card right now is like an old, to explain exactly, or kind of what's going on so you kind of get the idea if you're not computer inclined, is it acts like an old pull start mower. I mean, we're talking old, you know. The ones where you needed to let them warm up for a few minutes before you can even think about um, getting the RPM up. Where you had to warm them up, or you had to let them warm up before you could even think about starting to mow. Look at that. Mission completed. We need supplies to expand our business. And it's neon. Oh. Oversized cargoes too? Huh. Are we delivering those? Is that this mission? Oh no, that was the other mission where we picked it up. So, New Endeavor's unload area is up there. I think that's our last mission. Yeah, that's our last mission of this map. I knew we'd get it done this episode. Alright, so we need 4 service spare parts. So I'm going to pick up those on my way back to the shop. Yeah, we'll pick those up and then we'll have to go down this way, I'm assuming. No. Oh, there is a road. There is actually a road in here somewhere. That looks... It might be safer just to go right here, man. That looks incredibly steep right there. That looks incredibly dangerous. So yeah, we'll pick up the service spare parts. Or should we? We could pick up... If we pick up one oversized cargo, we could pick up one service spare part. And then one oversized cargo and one service spare part for a second load. And then we could use... trying to think here. We could use like the this thing here. We could use the deuce and a half to finish that one. Sure. You know what I'm hoping though? I am hoping that this person's next map is definitely a winter one. I love winter maps, man. It is the game is called SnowRunner after all. And yeah. For some reason the developers decided that a lot of their maps were going to be that rock. is missing some texture. Yeah, they. I thought I had all-wheel drive on. That is not all-wheel drive, game. This thing sucks. Look at this. It's one wheel spinning. The rest of them are just. I guess if it was one wheel, I wouldn't be going anywhere. But still, it seems like seems like it doesn't have a whole lot of power. Oh wait. I wanted to put this on that trailer. What if I can get that trailer shoved back here? That might be a bit dangerous, though. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get this trailer shoved back into the forest here. We're going to dangerously try and get that thing on this trailer. I don't know about that. We'll see though. No, that's the other one. It's this one here. Oh, no, that ain't gonna happen, is it? That ain't gonna happen. It was shot though. I need to get this down here anyway. Whoa. This thing has airbags. Interesting. Nope. Not gonna happen. Fail. Ooh, we'll use this rock here. It's got a flat face on it. Yeah, that'll work. It is before this thing runs out of fuel, too. Actually not burning too much, which is good. Yeah, we use that rock to... Ooh, tippy. Get this thing up on this trailer. Dangerous. If you have an articulation vehicle and you're on a hill, one of the worst things you can do is... we're not that tipped, but the uphills to my right, one of the worst things you can do is do this on a hill. Is to turn away from, in an articulation vehicle, to turn away from the downhill slope. If it's steep, you will tip it over. We kind of have to do it here, but it's not that bad, so it's fine. Yeah, you want to try and avoid those situations where possible. Oh, I shouldn't have stopped. Shouldn't have stopped. It's right there. We can fix it. Yeah. Ah. My controller is betraying me. It's probably the best she's gonna get. Oops. There we are. Let's go. Hell yeah. This is not gonna be fun. Okay, so here's the plan, I suppose. I'm gonna act like we're steering to the right, and then we're gonna steer left. Also, should try to do this too. Get a little more height out of it. That didn't work. That didn't work like I wanted. Okay, now we're good. We're going to lower that back down. That's off we go. Yeah, we got a vehicle. Was gonna pick up that stuff on the way back, but it's just like, you know what? I'm gonna get this to the shop first. Not that big of a deal. It's a lot. I think it's one of the last vehicles on the map here as well. I'd say one of the last because I think there's another one somewhere, but that's okay. I think we can go ahead and finish up the map for mission wise. That way we can move on to the next one next weekend. Like I said before, it's just yeah. The reason I don't put more time into in SnowRunner is a couple of reasons, but one of the main ones being I just don't have the time. I don't have the time. I really don't. Um, the weekends I'm usually doing a whole lot more because, well, it's the weekend. So you end up doing a lot more stuff on said weekend. The reason I don't go into more detail is because there's no reason to. There's no reason to go into more detail about my life's activities. But you can safely assume that it's like everybody else's weekend. um, well, I'd say most other people's weekends that, you know, even though, yeah, they have the weekend off, they still do stuff on the weekend. They do stuff on the weekend because they can't do it on the weekday. And weekdays are even more tight as far as time-wise for me. I do almost 4 hours worth of content every day um, on the weekdays. And getting all that done, getting the videos the way I like them. Sometimes I do have to re-record episodes. It's actually quite often sometimes. A lot of times what'll happen is the recording will stop midway through, and that's just because the graphics card is causing issues, and then OBS doesn't want to, or what isn't able to record the video, so it just stops recording. So then I have to completely stop the recording, load up my save. In a lot of the cases, I'll have to load up the save and then re-record the episode, which happens. Oh, it happens way more often than it should, to be honest. It's just not a good time overall for me making videos. Sometimes it's just like, what the fuck, man. All right, change to first unpack it. So yeah, a lot of time spent making videos during the week. Plus my, typical average weekday on top of that. So, like I said, I don't have hardly any time. Like I said, YouTube, I wish YouTube was the only thing I did every day. I would love that. Change truck. No, why? I guess that was the closest one. There it goes. And off the trailer you go. That's not how we do that. Let's move this into the garage. I wonder what kind of customization this thing has. Go for that. Yeah, that's fine. Stock suspension. Threes. Sure. Extended heavy. Advanced heavy. Twin motor heavy. This one is an advanced heavy twin motor setup. Oh yeah, that's... Oh. So you can haul longer logs. Or medium logs. Interesting. That's an attachment. Okay. I kind of like those. It's got any special paint jobs? No. Oh, there goes my controller. I did not turn right there. It turns all by itself. Love it. Run faster. This thing sucks. Nah, it's not meant to go that fast. Anyway. Got this sucker in high, man. Come on. Autosave lag. There she goes. That sucker into... Oh, high is actually slower than fourth. Interesting. High is just sort of maybe a high torque second. Or high RPM second gear. I'm gonna park this right next to this little container here. Maybe, if the turning circle wasn't so bad. Who can do it? Okay. Now over to here. Let's go. Need to pick up. So yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll do oversized cargo. Whatnot. Yeah, back to what I was saying. I get distracted a lot, as you can see. Um, I just don't have the time for a lot of things. And like I said before, I'm gonna probably drop one of my main series as well, because I got too much on my plate, and trying to finish it all every day, as much as I've been putting on my plate for the last several months, has gotten extremely exhausting, for mentally anyway. It's gotten extremely exhausting, so it's just like, but I'm also doing like way more content than I think most other YouTubers are. It's like I do 2 main videos a day, and then I've got at least 1 video on Saturday and 1 video on Sunday. So there's never really any break for me, essentially, in the world of that, or in the world of YouTube. But of course, I also don't edit profusely like a lot of them do. Not that that's a bad thing. Obviously, it works. But I just don't have the I don't have the money, and I'm also one of those poor people that you have a plan to pay for something, right? A couple of months from now, say you have a plan to pay for this, right? To either fix this or get something new, and then halfway through or three-quarters of the way through, something else goes wrong with what you currently have. So then you've got to reallocate those funds that you had planned, reallocate those funds in order to fix what you have. So it's just like, yeah, I had plans to buy. Uh, I had plans a few months from now. I think it's about 3 or 4 months from now to replace my hard drives on my PC. Uh, I need to replace them because they're quite old. Um, one of them's from like 2011. I bought it in 2013, I think, but it was new in 2011. Uh, so yeah, service spare part and oversized cargo. Nope. So yeah, I'd planned to replace those two hard drives. I was going to replace them with two hybrids, um, which a hybrid is a spinning disk hard drive disk, um, and then it's also a solid state. So it's kind of got the best of both worlds, I guess, just not with all the great features of either. So the reason I wanted to do that because there's certain games and certain applications that hate solid state drives. So they hate the solid state drive. They do not work well together. So it's just like I wanted to kind of do a hybrid of that. And I was going to get two similar hard drives, and then put the operating system on one. Like it kind of got just like the setup I got here. I got the operating system and all my normal programs, just normal applications that run different things um, on the main hard drive, and then I've got all the games and Steam and anything that has to do with games is installed on the game drive, as I call it. That's probably most people call it. And so yeah, that was my plan, was to replace both those drives for newer ones, for some hybrids or something. At the very least, hybrids, because solid states are expensive. Just straight solid state. But anyway, um, I planned to do that. And then guess what happened? Monitor failed. Controller failure. Um, still using it, obviously. Uh, Mouse failure, my $86 mouse, my very expensive mouse, which I'm sad. The left click stopped working completely. Um, Even though it clearly clicked with a satisfying click, the hardware inside of it was not registering that click. Um, so sad. So I had to throw that mouse out and get a $5 mouse to replace it, because you can't live without you can't use a PC and a PC and a PC cannot live without that left click. So because it relies so heavily on. I suppose you could remap it. I've actually done something similar to not have to use a mouse on a computer. I've had to do that before, but yeah, it's not fun. So I'm trying to get this to where I can get this trailer going down this hill before it tips. Yeah, oh, that's not good. No, 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 nope, 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 nope. See that big steep uh, trench there? If I would to pull that trailer into there, it was not going to work out. There's got to be another way. It just has to be another way. Um, I could, theoretically. No, that's gonna tip. Crap. They're... yeah, this ain't gonna work. I'm not gonna... Okay. Okay. Um... Let's do this. Then. I need a solid tree. I know, OP as shit. Actually, isn't any solid trees around here to keep it up on its toes. Oh, there's a solid tree over there. Oh, no, there's one there. Which dot is it? I can know this is OP as shit. That's the wrong one. Yep, okay, we got it. There we go. Okay, that's still not going to work. But we're over there now. That was the point. Oh, let me pull forward a bit. There we go. And whoa, it really pulled me over there. Okay, well, I didn't want to do it this way, but we're gonna have to do it this way. Ooh, sketchy. Ah, I win! Not a good time. Cannot make that turn without being extremely, extremely sketchy. But this is the only way through here, so. It's just because cargo containers are very, very tall, so they're very, very top heavy. The oversized cargo. Well, cargo containers too. If I didn't have this super strong trailer, I would have tipped it, because those other trailers, the other flatbeds, they're so freaking weak in this game. They're very, very bendy, which actually is kind of truthful in real life, to be honest. I would say some of those flatbeds are able to twist very easily. Yeah, I don't know if I'm making it up this hill. This is the point we're supposed to go into here and then around. I don't know if I want to make this trip more than once. It's gonna happen though. It's gonna have to happen, but still, sheesh. This is the only way in here, I think. Just because how steep everything is. Which way now? I thought we would go this way. I don't see any other way really to go. There's something here. So it's supposed to be something there. We got to go left if we want to get over there to that clearing. I don't know if that's, like I said, I don't know if that's the way to go. I might take this road up this way though. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll just go back to the garage, and then see, there's the garage there. Yeah, that was not the way to go. This thing. Maybe with the little deuce and a half I could do it, but this thing's not going to make it through there. I'm going to have to go up this hill. Ooh, little tippy. Up the hill we go. Alright, can't do that unless it's in low gear. Thinking this It's probably the only way to get up there safely. Either that or I'll make my own damn way. That's safe. Yeah, it looks like this is a way to go. Yeah, that's a way to go. Yeah, we're more closer to the top safely. I don't think we would have made it through there. What the hell? I don't know what lifted up back there, but if I don't see it happen, it doesn't exist, right? Oof. Got some rocks on the path here. Not a well-maintained road, is it? A little bit damaged, a little bit damaged, going too fast. Just let her ride, though. It doesn't have time to be tipped over very long. Of course, I'm pretty sure "Let It Ride" has been famous last words for a lot of truckers that have flopped over. It's like, oh, that trailer's being awfully tippy through the corner. Let it ride. Well, I guess it depends, right? How far tipped or how far gone the trailer is tipped over. If you hit the brake, because it's kind of a balancing act there. If you were to hit the brakes in a certain situation with the trailer tip, you would just tip it over even more, and you would just flop over. And then some of them, uh, slowing down and applying light braking was definitely what you need. uh, Whatnot. So, how am I going to turn this around? Guess we'll just back around. That's not what I wanted to do. Just run over a few of your little trees here. Don't want me to run over your little sapling trees? Relocate them if you want, if you're having a big truck deliver stuff. Okay, so that is definitely the way to go, the way we're going to take. Definitely. Oof. Right on through. Oh, I like how the headlights don't work. Oh, that's my graphics card right there. See it? Yep, that's graphics card right there. Yep. That is definitely graphics card related. Dear. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Okay, one more load of this, of a oversized cargo, and a surface spare part. And then we can take the deuce and a half down there and go get 2 more surface spare parts. Then we don't have to drive with the trailer. Whee. You know, it's something you might do though as well. After you get a map to this latest map to where you want it. At least if it was me, I'm just speaking this as if this was me and I had a bunch of maps or whatever. Once I find a new way of doing something or a better way of doing something that's better for the map overall, people like it, stuff like that. I've definitely go back and do that type of stuff for all my other maps as well. Like go back and kind of redo the older ones. I guess it just depends though too, how much work it is to go back and do that kind of stuff, rather than working on a new one. Maybe go back and fix some of the older ones too. Again, you know, for those who don't know, it's just a suggestion. It's not a demand. It's not you go back and do your maps or I quit. That kind of stuff. I don't play that game. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Might be wise. Go back and redo some of the older content that you have, because once you get a train a rolling where people uh, like your map, they're gonna go back and look at some of the older ones and whatnot. Or they're gonna want to be like, oh yeah, look at all these maps. I'm gonna download these maps and try them all out. You know, that kind of stuff. Hmm. Almost there. But yeah, as far as the offers received, yeah, it's I'm going back to that topic. The offer received, or the offer that I had been given, or that had been offered, I guess. Um, I'm just not able to do it. It's just it's not gonna be able to work, like I said. Especially around the holidays. That stuff gets really, really busy. I'm doing even more. Um, which is quite crazy. But I can't give myself a break, not now. You know, the YouTube career. I mean, it's not like any normal job, obviously, but it does have some of the quirks of a normal job. Like YouTube, when you're just starting out and you start getting momentum, um, one of the worst things you can do is stop uploading. I mean, it sucks, and I know there's lots of YouTubers out there like, oh, you don't have to post every day, you know, stuff like that. But it's just like, yeah, but you're also, you know, maybe you've been to where I'm at, maybe you're not. Maybe you caught a break early on where you got a lot of subscribers all at once. But for those of us who are unable to get the subscriber counts and stuff like that, especially nowadays, or nowadays in the realm of YouTube service minutes, yes, says code. It's a lot harder for us to get any kind of decent amount of viewership just because we have such heavy competition anymore. So, um, you know, we do have to get stuff out every day, um, or we could end up losing a bunch of subscribers because when you've got a channel that has very little subscribers, especially if you got a channel that you don't watch very often. If they stopped uploading for a couple of days or whatever, maybe a week to take a week off or whatever, uh, that'd be one of the worst things you could do. But even sometimes just taking a day off, you could end up losing subscribers because of that. Because people think you've given up or, oh, this channel's not going to post anymore. Then, um, so I just try to get out stuff every day. At least one video a day. That's what I promised myself when I started this, was one video a day. And now I'm doing 2 videos a day for, 5 days out of the week. Um, which is it was a bit of a mistake, but I've already gone with it for so long that I might as well keep on with it for now. Anyway, until I finish one of the series anyway. Go back to one video a day. It kind of sucks because now people have gotten so used to that with my channel. 2 videos a day. It's just, I don't know. I feel like I need to drop one of the series, or not drop a series, but finish a series and then not pick up another one. Just because, um, like I said, I'm stretched incredibly too thin, and it's really lately it's gotten to the point where um, I'm just so mentally exhausted from everything. as you can no doubt tell. But I do want to keep at least a few of the series going. And the only reason that uh, or the reason that I'm able to do 3 videos for Monday is just because I record. Monday's the only, uh, you know. Okay, so I'm trying to explain this in a way that would make sense because you know how my brain works. My brain does not make sense, so I have to articulate my thoughts extremely slowly. So here's the reason Monday works with 3 videos. Technically, I do 3 videos on Monday. Technically. But the only reason I'm able to do that is because I have to take all the rest of the extra time I have on Sunday. You know, I do this video, this map. Well, not this map in particular, but I do SnowRunner on Sunday. And once I'm done with this, the next thing I have to do is I have to record. Um, uh, I have to record for Monday. I have to record videos for Monday. The reason being is because um, that friend that I play Construction Simulator with, he's only available Monday for that many hours that we play. Usually it's around anywhere between 3 to 5 hours video um, that we put up there, that we record together. He's only available for Mondays, and if I was to put off um, the stuff that I do Sunday, which are the videos that I make Sunday, um, did I go this way? Yeah. What would end up happening is, which I've done this before, I'd end up late on that because I have to spend half of the day, literally half of the day of time getting ready and recording Construction Sim. Like I said, quite literally half of the day because it's about 6 hours usually that we record. Like I said, anywhere between 3 to 5 usually. Depends on how many technical difficulties we end up having. That's how long the video ends up being. But yeah, so I have to record on Sunday. I have to record Monday's episodes because otherwise I won't have the time. For when Monday finally rolls around, I won't. I just won't have the time. What the heck? I went up here before. I'm high centered. Pull me, tree. Pull. Yeah, there we go. So yeah. And I can't put this one on any of the other weekdays because I've, got that stuff already planned out. I got right now. I have um, what do you call it? I have Railway Empire on Saturday, which is usually because it's a mega episode. It has to be anywhere from 3 to 6 hours usually. But of course, that one's easy because of how long the chapters are. So yeah, it's just one of them things. Like I said, the schedule is so planned and everything's just such in balance right now for the most part that it's just I can't allocate time, any more time to doing any one particular thing just because I'm doing so much already. Where's that rock at? There's that rock. Alright, we'll drive this down to the garage. And then we'll go get the deuce and a half. So yeah, that's why I'm only able to do 1 video a day on Sundays. Like I said, if I could, I probably would do more. But and then on top of that, since SnowRunner is such a highly graphically demanding game, um, high graphics and stuff like that, what ends up happening is the video can only the reason the video can only be about 2 hours long is because of how high graphic it is. Basically, the higher the graphics of the video, being recorded. You know, the more pixels there are on the screen, the more data it ends up being per video. So like a good example is between say this game and Factorio. Factorio is a 2D game, 2D graphical game, built out of it's very heavily pixelated, stuff like that, which is a great game for being 2D. And it's a modern game as well. So that's really it's not very graphically intensive unless you're on a game that somebody has spent like 3,000 to 4,000 hours on it and has thousands upon thousands upon thousands of machines doing animation and stuff like that. Then it might be a little more intense, but 2 hours of Factorio versus 2 hours of this game. This game, 2 hours will usually end up being 12, maybe 14 gigabytes of data on the computer for recording, stuff like that, and anything else I want to do to it, to do to that video specifically, or at least that I can do to it anyway. The tools that I have available, and it can end up being more as well, which I usually don't do a lot to my videos. I might cut out a few parts here and there that I don't like, but that's about all I can do really. But still, it ends up being a huge amount of data, which Rumble only allows 15 gigabytes. So, with that being said, this one. Let's go! That's a trailer. Yeah, with that being said, it's let me refuel this before I leave. That way I don't run out of fuel for this journey. There we go. You know, that'd be another cool thing too. That probably trivializes the game a little bit, but if you've ever played American Truck Sim, or probably Euro Truck Sim probably has it too, but at the garages in that game they have if you have it, I think it's if you have it upgraded, it has fuel tanks. It has fuel tanks in the garage yard. That'd be really cool too. A way to fuel up. A way to fuel up and a way to buy trailers at all garage points. But again, that might trivialize the game a little too much, but it'd be nice. But yeah, so whatever I was talking about, were a game of Factorio. That's where I was. A game of Factorio. 6 hours, 7 hours of Factorio might be only like 9 gigabytes, if that. It's just the more graphically demanding the game, the more the higher it is as far as data. So that's why this video can only be about 2 hours, usually around 2 hours, is because of the fact of that. So yeah, there's that. Just because of the fact of I can only upload. My brain does not work right. It does not work all the time. Yeah, it's because of the fact I can only upload 15 gigabytes to Rumble, and I'm trying to upload to Rumble as much as possible. And people might wonder, why do you upload to Rumble? You're not really getting any views on there, really. Why are you uploading to Rumble? It's just so that I can expand my audience as quickly or as much as possible between two platforms. I can't do Twitch because my PC does not allow it. I do not have the funds to do Twitch, or the funds to get enough equipment together to actually do decent streaming. Like, I think the least people would put up with as far as a stream is probably 720p, unless they were watching on their phone, their tablet. Then they could probably deal with even lower resolutions. But yeah, but I think anymore even most people would not watch if a stream is under 1080. and I cannot do 1080 stream. I do not have the hardware to do so right now. Um, so there's that. So I can't do streaming. So I can't do Twitch. Um, I'm not going to do Facebook because, for one, I don't have a Facebook account, and for two, I do not like those type of social media networks. I don't like Facebook. I don't like Twitter. I don't like WhatsApp. I definitely don't like TikTok. Screw that crap, man. All of it. And I say crap. If you use any of those networks, that's fine. You're not any lesser of a person because you use those, and I hate them. Again, I have to explain this type of stuff because if I say, you know, I hate you, or I hate Facebook. It's such a piece of crap technology, or such a piece of crap freaking um, uh, social networking platform, right? If I say that, anybody who uses that isn't super, that isn't that's not that anybody that's going to take offense to that um, is going to say, oh, well, I use Facebook. It's not that bad. How dare you not that type of stuff. And I don't have time for that. I really do not have time to play that game of of you know let's be offended because I don't like something that you like. So yeah, like I said, um, I'm not personally attacking anybody, and I have to explain this for people who are you know they're sitting there going, oh, that's funny. Why does he have to explain all that? It's because that's what you have to do. You have to explain yourself for every little thing, um, because people will take offense to most stuff that you say. So you could say, I don't like trees, and they'll go, how dare you not like trees? You don't like the environment? You want to kill us all? You want to kill the planet? Or you want to make everybody die due to global warming? It's a huge fucking rabbit hole, you know. That type of stuff. I don't. Hopefully, there's nobody like that watching because honestly, it's just like, no, I don't have time for it, man. If you want to be offended by something I say that's, completely arbitrary, that was not directed at you, um, stuff like that, then yeah, people may not like that statement, but that's my opinion on it. That's just my true and honest opinion. I don't have time to play those types of games. You know, I'm a poor person. My life is actually it's pretty great, I would say, comparatively to a lot of other poor people, but I'm still in the poor class, so. And yes, before you go, oh, you have internet though. It's just like, yeah, most poor people do. Internet, for the most part, internet is pretty affordable. A decent internet is pretty affordable anymore nowadays. I'd say it's become less affordable over recent years, but yeah, it had become very, very affordable. So if it wasn't affordable already, it's like even nowadays, most poor people have smartphones. And you go, well, how does that work? It's like because Walmart sells $20 smartphones. Like even I have a smartphone, but it's a $20 smartphone. It's like straight talk, I think. It's a pile of crap, to be honest. But um, they don't really sell flip phones anymore. I used to like flip phones, um, but then I got used to having toilet games, so that's all I use it for. That and of course calls. And again, it's the same thing with the whole texting thing. The last episode when we were talking about um, texting and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure there's people out there that might have taken offense to, oh, because I don't text, or because I don't usually talk and drive stuff like that. I try not to get myself distracted. That a lot of other people are thinking that, or have the opinion that I think less of them because they answer a call while driving. It's not that. It's not nefarious like that at all. It's just what I don't do. And again, that's not aimed at anyone directly. That's just how people think sometimes. They think that because you take the high road on something, that means you think that everybody else takes the low road, or is retarded or whatever, and they take offense to that. And it's just, so you have to explain yourself, and then you have to explain yourself explaining yourself, and then you have to explain yourself explaining yourself explaining yourself. And it's just, again, it's a giant freaking rabbit hole that, again, I don't have the time for. So I just explain myself right away, and if you still take offense to it, then I guess that's more a problem with you than anybody else. Anyway, off of that topic. So, what were we talking about again? I think I've completely lost track. We're going left. But again, yeah. So, just because I don't like something doesn't mean you are less of a person for liking that thing that I don't like. And it doesn't mean you have to take offense to it. Of course, wording is somewhat important, but again, I think we're down a rabbit hole now. We've been kind of spoiled for taking offense to things and making other people feel bad because they said something that you took offense to, so you make them feel bad, so then you feel good in return. A lot of us have done that and been spoiled with that type of behavior and that type of thinking. But that doesn't mean everybody. So that's also one of them statements. It doesn't mean everybody. If you don't do it, then it's not. Then that wasn't aimed at you. So, and you don't have to go down in the comment section if anybody does. You don't have to go down into the comment section and explain yourself how you don't do these types of things. You don't have to do that. If you don't do it, you don't do it. But then there's no problem. That type of thing. Anyway, we're almost done with the map. we went down a very deep, very controversial rabbit hole, and we probably shouldn't be doing that. Not if I want to keep a career here on YouTube. That's a whole rabbit hole in itself, another can of worms. You got to keep, you got to be real careful here on YouTube. That's why I tend not to go into specifics of certain things. Right, what do we got? I've been promoted, rank 30. Level 30, rank 30. I forgot to read the mission thing the last one we finished. Sorry about that. Hey, we had to do something over those. We had to do something over those dark times. If you're familiar with Yesko, no, we are Zotko. We could probably knee on your butt. Why? Okay. Sorry, I'm not familiar with any of that. And I think, yep, we've completed all the missions. I mean, we're still not done yet. We're not 100. We didn't 100% it. We need to go find the rest of the trucks, but we've completed all the missions. So yeah, that's pretty good. And we've pretty much seen generally the entire map. And we're kind of too far gone to start a new map right now. So we might be ending this one a little bit early. trying to mount a tree. That was pretty good though. I didn't think we'd finish it that fast. I thought we'd be running a lot later than this. But yeah. Unfortunately, I'm gonna look at it this way. I'm gonna look at it as I get a little extra time to do some other things today. I can get started a little bit earlier on recording and stuff like that for Monday's episodes, or yeah, Monday's episodes, and get ready for that. That's how I'm gonna look at it. I think somebody might be disappointed in that statement, but that's okay. We're all okay here. In this a little bit episode, get an extra hour in, and then next episode of this of SnowRunner, we're gonna be looking at their newest map. I believe it's what the hell was that? I believe it's called Friends Across Borders is the one you wanted me to go to next. You can confirm that down in the comments, which one you wanted me to go to next. I think that was the one you said was the latest one that you wanted me to start on, that you recommended me start on, which I'm fine with that. You recommend which one I start on, and that's what I'll go to, because, I mean, obviously you know it's best, so. And I haven't seen that map yet, but we are going to go ahead and start on that map next time, and whatnot, and should be a good time. Yeah, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you liked any of this content, if you like this map, I should say specifically, if you like the map, the description section has all the information you're going to need in order to either download the map through the game's or through the in-game map manager, or map manager, mod manager, or you can go directly to mod.io and download it there and install it manually. So the link is also in the description for that, as well as details for donations as far as the map maker side. Yeah, be sure to show the map maker some love, and if you like this map as well, definitely give it a download, try it out for yourself, stuff like that. See what you like, see what you think about it, stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and end this one a little bit, or obviously quite a bit early. I'm going to look at it as I have more time to do my other stuff for Monday. So, plus, yeah, I need to. I've been being harped on to get some Christmas lights put up because Christmas is coming. So maybe I'll get some time for that as well as get my recording done. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. So that's going to be it for this episode of SnowRunner. Yeah, so until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.